Ever get that rush of nostalgia, when a single word sends you back in time?
Like opening a dusty photo album.
Exactly. And the words we're diving into today, they're straight from the heart of internet slang and anime fandom. Get ready to unpack Oldtaku, idiot plot, and Blorbo, and trust me, they're way cooler than they sound.
Definitely cooler than they sound.
Mhm.
These words might seem like, I don't know, just internet gibberish at first glance.
Oh, absolutely.
But they actually reveal a lot about how fandoms work, how we tell stories, and even how we connect with fictional worlds.
It's true. Okay, so let's kick things off with Oldtaku. Imagine this. You finally get your hands on that new anime you've been dying to see. But we're talking way back in the day, right?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Maybe you're digging through those dusty VHS tapes at Suncoast. Or waiting for your friend to finish, painstakingly dubbing those episodes with, subtitles and everything.
The anticipation.
The struggle was real.
It really was. You're tapping into that classic Oldtaku experience.
Mm-hmm.
The word itself is a blend of Japanese and English, which makes sense, right? Because anime fandom, it's global. Otaku, in Japan, originally described someone really into a hobby, but it had, a negative connotation at first.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but as anime grew worldwide, otaku became a badge of honor for fans outside of Japan.
Sure.
It was like you were claiming that identity.
You're in the club. You get it.
Exactly, and that's where otaku comes in. It's not just about loving anime, it's about being there in the early days. When finding anime was an adventure, fandom was different.
Oh, totally. It was a time of, late-night anime screenings, fan-made subtitles, the big leap from VHS to DVDs.
Yes, every anime felt like a treasure that you had to hunt down.
Like you unearthed it.
You really had to work for it, and I think that's part of what fostered such a strong sense of community back then. Fans had to connect to share anime. Remember that Reddit post we saw about the otaku cosplaying as Spike Spiegel at a recent convention?
Oh, yeah.
The younger fans were totally lost, but for a certain generation. Nostalgia hit hard. It was like this powerful connection to their shared history with anime.
It really highlights how much fandom thrives on shared experiences, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's that feeling of we were there, we saw this when...
And you kind of had to be there to get it. And it makes me wonder, for our listeners out there, what's your Oldtaku origin story?
What was that gateway anime that pulled you in? What were those early experiences like?
We'd love to hear about it. Thinking about those old school animes, it's amazing how many had us scratching our heads at the plot.
Oh, tell me about it.
So today, we're tackling a storytelling element that's equal parts frustrating and fascinating. The idiot plot.
The idiot plot, right?
Yeah.
It's a wild ride.
Yeah.
You're watching, and the conflict hinges entirely on characters making decisions that,
Make no sense.
Exactly. They fly in the face of logic, common sense. As a viewer, you can practically see a better solution a mile away.
It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. You
Yeah.
see it coming, you're yelling at the screen, don't do it, but they always do.
Yes. And that's what makes it so frustrating, but also, let's be honest, wildly entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. We know the characters are being totally illogical, but we can't look away.
It's true. It often veers into humor, even if it's unintentional. Remember those Reddit threads we were looking at?
Oh, yeah, those were gold.
The examples people gave, Home Alone was a big one, and for good reason.
I mean, come on, forgetting your kid once is bad enough, but twice?
It's a classic for a reason, I guess. But it's interesting, right? Idiot plots really make you think about suspension of disbelief.
It's true. Every story requires us to, accept certain things, but this trope, it pushes the boundaries.
Big time. And sometimes it reveals something about the genre itself. Think about romantic comedies.
Okay, yeah.
The idiot plot often revolves around a misunderstanding. One conversation could clear it all up, but...
Where's the fun in that?
Exactly. Who wants to watch a rom-com where everyone's perfectly sensible?
Boring. Give me the drama, the near misses, the sheer ridiculousness of it all. But it does make you think, what are some of those classic idiot plot moments that stick with you?
The ones where you just want to jump into the screen and fix it yourself.
Exactly. Okay, from idiot plots and those head-scratching moments, let's jump to a term that's, still kind of a mystery, even in the ever-changing world of internet slang.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like trying to catch smoke, this one.
Exactly. Get ready for Blorbo, a word that honestly sounds like it belongs in a Dr. Seuss book.
It does, doesn't it?
But, surprise, it speaks to something way deeper about fandom and how we connect with fictional characters.
Blorbo is a great example of how language online just appears out of nowhere.
It really does.
Its origins are fuzzy, but we can trace it back to the depths of Tumblr.
Of course, Tumblr. Where else?
Right. It started as a way to describe that one character, the one who just completely consumes your every thought.
The one who lives rent-free in your head.
Yes, and you just want to talk about them all the time.
It's that feeling of this character, this totally fictional being, they're my everything. And the best part, Blorbo, it goes beyond just one fandom.
It's universal.
Right. It could be a vampire, a robot, even like a talking tree, as long as they spark that Blorbo feeling.
Exactly. It shows how powerful stories can be, how they create these deep connections between fictional characters and, well, us, real people.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it.
It really is. Everyone has that character, right?
Totally. In fact, we even found this Reddit post where someone was like, wait, what's a Blorbo? It just shows how fast internet slang can become normal and totally confusing at the same time.
It's true. Like one day you've never heard it, the next day everyone's using it.
Exactly. But hey, that's part of the fun, isn't it? This whole world of internet slang and fandom.
Oh, absolutely. It's a constantly evolving thing.
It keeps us on our toes. So as we wrap up our deep dive today, it leaves us with a big question.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
What makes a character a Blorbo for you? Is it the writing? Is it how relatable they are? Or is it something else entirely? It's something to think about, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep exploring those internet rabbit holes, everyone.